Okay, hey guys, I'm really excited. Please excuse my voice. I don't sound like this always. I'm just a tad bit sickly.
Definitely put too much on here.
So are y'all feeling this?
Does anyone
how
do you
Oh
shoot,
I'm gonna
should
peel
have done
it.
that.
I'm gonna
Really
peel it a
feel
little
it.
bit. Okay.
It's okay.
So
I did not.
It's okay.
It falls off. It falls off.
How much glue did you put in?
I put a lot.
It was kind of thick. Do you think
Okay, so like, what if this is uneven?
What do you mean?
Like crooked?
It can't be crooked.
And then there's some more things. Oh, this is also nitpicking because it didn't interfere at all. But you got 2 extras.
Yeah, I forgot I made the main motion.
That happens. It's the first thing you do, but like, that's just nitpicking, and you didn't go over time at all. So just it's whatever.
Yeah, as maker of this motion, y'all should vote. I rise in favor of this motion because we really should have no opportunities to hike or bike in the Winnfield, and there's a lot of people that don't get to use their talents. Like one of our FFA members' dads is a really good biker, but he just nowhere to do it, and this hiking and biking trail at Gum Springs would be a great help. It would also get to learn about everything Gum Springs related while we're there. So just please vote yes for this motion.
What do I think about Emily, aka Mimi, aka our chairman? First off, I'd have to say she's extremely dedicated to what she knows and what she wants to do with her life. I think that I'm very envious of her in that way, of that she takes so much time and she puts so much effort into things she wants to do and what she wants to achieve. And I think she is gonna go do great things in her life because of that.
What can I say about Mimi, bro? People don't understand when I tell them that Mimi is like a level above everyone else. To me, it's always a really interesting moment because me and Mimi have been on teams for a long time, and we were in the same grade for 4 years. And I always think it's so funny when they get around her for the first time. Mimi's a really interesting character because just in life, because she's super, super, super smart. She cares a lot about people, and she has this weird quality where she doesn't flaunt her intelligence. She's very proud of it and she works really hard for it, but she doesn't prioritize it over the other more important things in life. And that is something that I really strive to do.
Motion, and I think it would be best if we talked about it.
Is there any further debate? Hearing none, we're now bringing this to a vote. Seeing that previous notice was not given, this will require a 2/3 vote to pass.
I have an older sister, and before Mr. Riley was here, Mr. Vines was here, and her freshman and sophomore year, she competed in P-Law. They would do the competitions here, and I just remember my mom telling me, Emily, the minute you get to the high school, you've got to do P-Law, you've got to do P-Law. Kate loved it, you'll love it, all this. And so I got here freshman year, but that's when we had our team that eventually went to nationals and placed 4th. And I remember I'd asked Mr. Riley, hey, what's going on with P-Law? Put me on the team. And so that year, P-Law is obviously a lot to learn. So that year, we just kind of did the basics, and which I think was very good for me as a freshman. I did not need to go full throttle into this because that would have not been good for me. Promise you that. And so I was stuck in that mindset of I have to do this because my mom wants me to do it. And I had a bad habit of doing things because they'd look good on a resume. Cannot believe I was like that. Absolutely not. And so it started like that at first. And then we did it my sophomore year. And Mr. Riley had asked, like, hey, who do you think would be chair and who do you think would be on the team? And I immediately was like, oh, I'll be chair. Like, that sounds like so much fun.
Hearing none, I declare now declare this meeting adjourned, and we will reconvene here at the Ash Shop on January 7th at 2 p.m. Please rise for oral questions.
Being with a group of girls who really wanted to do this and who really wanted to be a part of the FFA and P-Law. And so because we were doing that, I began to think, like, this is so much more than a club. Like, it really does mean a lot more. And so from then on, we went to junior year, and junior year was the best year yet. I mean, we were having practices left and right. I wasn't studying my tests very much, but that obviously came to get me in the end. But even in those moments where we had, like I said earlier, the small moments of fun and just genuine conversation, I feel like that's what keeps bringing me back. Because I know I can apply myself, and I know that it's so much fun to go into those rooms and compete and show who we are as the Winnfield FFA chapter. But I also think about, making this documentary right now. Would I have that opportunity anywhere else or in any other competition? It's because we've built a bond so tight with these girls that it's become so much more than a competition and something that my parents wanted me to do or that I needed to fulfill as my legacy as the younger sister. That it became something that I truly loved and something that belonged to me.
I rise in favor of this motion because as an avid biker myself, there is no really opportunity to do that in our town. I bike on the same trail down my road every single day, and I think that our chapter would be interested in making a new trail and new opportunities for people who partake in this activity. I urge the Assembly to vote yes.
Another trait that I personally love about Emily, and I think that she definitely made an impact on our team, was that she's kind of level-minded. She definitely is the person that, gets everybody calmed down and gets everybody straightened out. I mean, like, she's our chairman, so we kind of listen to her, and whenever we're all out of order or just it's a lot of chaos during practice, or just even outside of P-Law, she kind of maintains the chaos within life and within school.
Second. It's moved and seconded that the chapter join a highway cleanup program. Is there any debate?
Madam Chairman,
Bella.
as a maker of this motion, I believe that our chapter should join the highway cleanup program because we just had a parade in our town, and our streets and highways look really dirty. And we have a new event coming up called the Hog Dog Trials, and we're having thousands of visitors coming into our town. And I just believe that we should help our town look clean and nice for this event coming up. So I urge the Assembly to vote for this motion.
I'm strongly against this motion because there have been many times when the FFA chapter has asked the Forestry Service, like, can we come to Gum Springs and host, maybe like a forestry competition, and they always turn us down. And we need to worry about stuff that affects FFA, and they don't allow us to participate in FFA activities there, so it doesn't pertain to us, so please vote no.
This year has just been a big roller coaster of life. There's a lot of life changes. I mean, it's senior year. Everything's about to change. Friendships have changed, blah, 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 everything. But I think that change has constituted to a good change within me. And so the way I've seen myself change is, I think, definitely the way that I seek out people. I mean, I'm more willing to be authentic with others and to establish those connections because I'm surrounded by people who are the most authentic people I've ever met and are not afraid to speak their minds, are not afraid to do anything and everything because they simply believe in themselves. And that's a principle that's been instilled in me, is to continue to believe in myself, to continue to push myself, especially in building friendships, because I think a lot of times I get stuck in this mindset of, oh, people don't want to be friends to me. I mean, they have maybe a preconceived image of me, or they have their friends, why would they make new friends? And I think that having the opportunity to build those bonds with these people, like I've said, has taught me the importance of seeking out those new friendships and being a good, friend and supporter to others, which is definitely a huge change I've seen in my life.
Whenever we wouldn't get something done as a team, I would kind of stress about it, but she was always there to pull me back in and be like, and this goes for like P-Law, area office, state office, even school, when we wouldn't win something, she would kind of be like, well, we worked as hard as we could. That sucks. We had fun though. Whereas I would be like panicking, and her attitude to that really gave me a bigger perspective, and I think it gives the team a bigger perspective.
Further debate? Hearing none, we will now bring the question to a vote. All those in favor that the chapter join a park cleanup program, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no.
No.
The ayes have it, this motion passes. Is there any business to now come before the assembly?
Madam Chairman, I rise in favor of this motion. I believe this would be a great opportunity for our students to give back to our community, and it will also be a great way for us to give back to the forestry service. And as someone who goes to Gum Springs during the summer, there's really nothing to do there other than fishing. So I think this would be an amazing opportunity to add another feature to Gum Springs that would make it more beneficial for those who go. Please vote for this motion.
With all that being said, I would like to say that Mimi is the best chairman that I've ever seen, that I've ever known of. Adult, child, FFA, FBLA, the best chairman. I didn't realize how hard the job of being a chairman was until I tried to do it. She was out for a little bit and we had 2 teams and I wasn't competing. And so I would act as the chairman for the gold team and sometimes even the blue team. And you don't realize how much the chairman has to keep track of until you start to do it. Because I always wanted to be the chairman, because having to think of debates and having to keep track of my debates really stressed me out. But Mimi has to keep track of everyone's debates, and she has to keep track of the motion, the order. She has to make sure, she has to know everything about P-Law. I basically just have to know how to do the motion and the motion that appears on my card, and the chance that the motion that appears on my card is going to be the one motion that I don't know is slim to none. She also has to know Robert's Rules of Order because her questions are a lot harder, but every single time she slays. Like, she gets the hardest questions out of all of us, and yet somehow she answers at least 2 out of 3 right every single time. Like, I'm so impressed. I'm so blown away by her, and if she ever heard me saying this about her, she would own it, honestly. She would not want me bragging about her, but she definitely wouldn't deny it because she's proud of who she is. And so she kind of elevates the team in a way that no one else was really able to do, in the sense that she not only is on top of her stuff and is really smart and prioritizes getting things done and being the best version of herself, but she also prioritizes, even more than that, the relationships that she has with the other people and being able to show us that winning is not everything and that your character will outshine your intelligence, whether it comes effortlessly or not, any day of the week.
I rise in full support of this motion because actually I have several friends that attended this conference, and they both mentioned to me how beneficial it was for their leadership role that they have as state officers, and it also allowed them to grow friendships and relationships with other people from states. And I think that this would just allow them, these 2 people, to really grow their love for FFA. Please vote yes.
I think a lot of times when people see P-Law teams, they see this divide between chair and debaters, and it's immediate in your mind. You're Madam President, you're the captain of the team, and I've never thought that ever. I think that both the debaters, everyone else on the team, and myself, I mean, it's a group effort. I don't think that, I necessarily have to be in charge or have to lead things, because it's a group effort and that every single person matters.
And yeah, I think she's just such a wonderful person, and she's a chairman. She's our boss. She's the boss. She's the boss woman. She's the best. Anyways, I love Mimi. And she's extremely special and the best chairman ever.
The ways I've grown are just in my confidence, my authenticity, and how I remain motivated. And that's it for me, boys. See y'all later. I hope I know how to turn this off.